Hey everyone, Mike on Monday coming to you. Today with me I have a special guest from our precision planting team, Tyler Vogler. Tyler is part of the precision team and he is in our Plymouth location, and we have a number of team members scattered throughout Country Visions. So we're going to get back to Tyler in just a second. I wanted to cover three other things before we get into the precision planting. One, we had a question last week on gopher control. Two answers that I got back from colleagues was, one was be a Badger fan. Okay, I get that. The other is talk to Henry Smith and Wesson. I'm sure their accuracy and such in their department may help you out in that specific area. But from a agricultural piece, that's the best I got for you right now. The past couple of weeks, we had some very excellent meetings. One was intensive wheat management. We at Country Visions brought Phil Needham in, and we talked a whole slew of things on wheat as to how to get it to 150, 200, and beyond. Phil has succeeded in those areas, and he was bringing in his expertise to us. And one of the tidbits that I'll share with you today is that we're looking for 450 to 600 heads per square yard to get into that high yield environment. More to come down the road as the winter progresses, but we'll let you start thinking about that. Second meeting was intensive alfalfa management, where we had a whole slew of agronomists that were PhDs and folks that are on the feed side that also PhDs, trying to combine growing this crop, feeding this crop, and getting the utmost out of it. One of the tidbits from Dr. Undersander that many of you might know his name, he was with the UW for many years, pointed out when we're talking about ash content in our alfalfa that 6 to 8% ash on your feed list, the percentage there should be about 6 to 8 on if it's just straight alfalfa. He's saying that a lot of times we introduce soil or dirt into the equation. We don't want to see on your feed test that really going above 10%. One of the tidbits I wanted to share today was that the knives on the disc vine, a lot of them tend to be a shape that creates a lot of suction or vacuum at the head, and that actually draws soil up as we're cutting that alfalfa and mixing the soil right onto the windrow itself. His suggestion, what they've done in their studies, is when you're changing out them knives, look at using a knife shape that's 7 to 14 degrees that reduces that suction, lowering the amount of dirt that we've got coming up onto the hay and lowering that ash content on your feed test there. So one of the tidbits, I'll share more of those with you as the winter progresses. So the other meeting we had was a precision planting meeting, and we had various folks in talking and learning about that. And Tyler, being on this team, help me out with a little bit. I like to say, how often should you calibrate your planter?
Okay, Mike, so again, you don't want to calibrate your planter. You want to calibrate the meters that meter the seed out, basically the heart of the planter. You want to calibrate those every year. If you don't calibrate those every year, it just kind of reduces your singulation and you have more skips and doubles in your row.
So when I have more skips and doubles, that expensive seed that I bought isn't going to perform to its utmost, is it?
Exactly. So if you have two seeds on top of each other, they're competing for the same nutrients.
Okay.
So they essentially draw the whole field down.
So do you have to be a current client with Country Visions to use the services?
No, you do not. You do not need to be a current customer of ours to buy our products.
Okay.
And as well as being a precision dealer, we are also a Yetter dealer. That is, Yetter specializes in row cleaners, closing wheels, and also strip till units as well.
Awesome. Some of the things that I'm reading Phil Needham's book right now on residue management, and my head is spinning from all the things that he's saying that we've got to do. And it sounds like this Yetter dealership fits right into a lot of that residue management. So there's a lot of small little fine-tuning points that I'm picking up on going, wow, these things make a difference in how are we going to achieve that yield that we're after. And that yield is the yield that makes us money, those last bushels. So I understand that we do have some promotions coming, Tyler. Could you tell us a little bit about that?
We do have a promotion coming up in January that our trailer is going to be going around. Our precision planting meter calibration trailer will be coming around to different locations. And for right now, it is $30 per unit for calibrations, $15 just for testing. And if you do 6 or you test 5 of them, you get the 6th unit free.
Awesome. So do I got to bring in the whole seed box, or what do I need to bring in?
All you have to bring in is that little meter that's at the bottom of the box.
Oh, so that fits into most everyone's pickup truck and
car or pickup truck.
There you go. So for more information, we've got some things posted on the website that you can look on there. But if for further information, check with your agronomist on timing and where you want to get your meters dropped off so that we can get those calibrations taken care of for you. With that, we're going to sign off. Thank you, Tyler, for joining me last minute. And if you've got any other questions out there, feel free to get them to us. With that, Mike on Monday. We'll see you next week.